Well, hello. How the heck have you been since we've seen each other last? So, July, beginning of it, ended up being a little busier than I had expected, and thank you for being patient. I thought today we might talk a little bit about essential oils. I don't know if you're familiar with them, you've heard about them, maybe not, just don't know much about them, what they really are, or you're very familiar with them. Either way, if you have any interest at all in it, I'd say they're absolutely worth learning about. So, I don't know how many years ago it was, several years ago, I had a few different friends that kept mentioning this. At the time, it was brand new, a line called doTERRA. Well, I had come from Young Living, not as a big salesperson, whatever. I just liked having oils that I knew were pure. They were third party tested and everything. And unfortunately, I had somebody above me that just wasn't very helpful at all. And I was just kind of out there on an island by myself. And even though I thought the oils were great, I don't know, it just never really, there wasn't much of a community for me. So fast forward, doTERRA opens up, and a good friend of mine, Dina, was like, she ended up being like the second or third person that mentioned to her, like, okay, I definitely need to check into this. So myself and my stepsister, we ended up signing up, and it was just such a fun journey. And at the time, I just wanted to learn more about it. I didn't care. Some people have a problem with MLMs. I don't. I'm like, if I like the product, I'm going to go ahead and buy it. Might as well get it wholesale. And I just learned a whole lot about essential oils, to the fact that both my daughter and my husband would run from me anytime I had them out, because they knew I was going to be touching them with oils, and they didn't necessarily like the smells and everything. That's probably not the best way to assault your family with essential oils. However, so back to what they are. I guess the easiest way to say it would be they're like the blood, the life essence of the flower. Sometimes it's made of the petals, sometimes it's made of the fruit, sometimes it's made of the bark. So depending on what it is, there may be several different types of oil just from one plant. And some of them smell absolutely heavenly. Some of them you absolutely don't want near you, so you put those ones on your feet so you don't have to deal with them, because they're still helpful. There's frequencies to them, just like any living thing. There's frequencies running through our body. uh, our frequency goes lower when we're sick, when there's dis-ease in our body. And the different types of oils also have frequencies. So some of them are very helpful for just soothing. That can be emotionally or physically, if there's a wound or um, stress. Um, there's a lot of different combinations. Now, I'm also a big person, a person that really loves devices. So I had ended up joining iTOVi, and I believe that they still service, I guess, both doTERRA and Young Living. So if you're, I don't know if they do any other ones besides that, but I love this little, it's kind of like a little mini Snickers size. And what you do, you get a reading, you hook it up with your phone if it's yours, and you would have yourself or your family, that's why I liked it, or friends, get a reading. And so what it does is it sends a signal to your body, and then your body sends signals back, kind of like a GPS or an Aura ring or Hume, Apple Watch, that type of thing. It's basically giving your what's going on in your body to this to be able to track it. And then what's cool about it is I got to the point where I could see, like, oh, okay, wow, lavender came up first for this person. The next one was vetiver. This person is not sleeping. Or if there was oregano and cinnamon and on guard, which is their kind of like way to get rid of the flu. Um, it, I was like, oh, you're either in the middle of some type of um, you know cold or something, or you're getting over it. And most of the time it was true. Now, essential oils, we cannot say that they cure anything, but they definitely can enhance our life. just the different scents, if they're pleasing to you, can absolutely make a huge difference. And for me, applying them, uh, wow, just what a game changer as far as stress. Couple of my favorite combinations, and again, this is doTERRA because that's what I'm familiar with. They have a couple of blends. So there's the single oils. So like say um, juniper. So juniper berry would be the one ingredient, but then there's combinations they make for sleep or for if you have some type of a congestion going on, then they would make a blend. So there's many different oils within that. And one that I have been finding I've needed lately is balance, and then the other one is called serenity. And on the doTERRA specifically, the serenity says that it's the restful blend, and then balance says it's the grounding blend. So for this combination, which I think smells really nice together, you can use them separately if you want, but just mixing a couple of drops of each into my palm. And also when I do when I teach my yoga classes, I at the end during shavasana, I love to give a couple of drops, and then when I go up to you as you're in shavasana, just like hold this over so you can smell that. And I always, a lot of times I'll use citrus because it's just so pleasing to everybody. But for this one, so what I've done is I've rubbed it on my hands and then just taking an inhale. And then for me, this blend in particular, I love it along my back and my shoulders. And you can always, this is a good area. But there's so many places that might just intuitively feel good, like on your heart, behind your ears, or like rub along your ears and down to your lobe. That's a really nice feeling. So I just wanted you to know a little bit about it, that there are natural ways of relaxing. And if you're brand new to it and you don't know anything about it, please reach out for me. I would be happy to have a conversation, even if it's a brand I don't know, just certain types of things that would be helpful. Another one I did grab that I wanted to show you is this Clary Calm. So they call this one the woman's blend. And oh my gosh, ladies, from when, if you're, pre-menopause, you're still having active periods and you are having cramps and that type of thing, this is great to rub on your abdomen, along your temples. But it's also great for hot flashes and all types of other peri and menopause symptoms. So just a nice one to stick in your bag. If you're in the Denver metro area, I would be happy to meet up with you for coffee, and we can do one of these scans on you to tell specifically what it is you need. Because even though these little bottles have 250 individual drops, and most of the time you're just using it a couple at a time, depending on what it is and the blend or they can they could be kind of expensive. So you might say like, oh, I want all the oils, and $800. You're like, oh no. But having a couple of these just to get started, help you sleep better, make you feel more calm. And bottom of the feet, also, I forgot to say, that is a great place, especially if right before bed. Just put it on the bottom of your feet. There's more pores under there, so it absorbs a little bit better. Anyway, I know I'm talking a lot. I just wanted to let you know that I would be happy to have a conversation with you about essential oils and help you with relieving some stress, or even maybe some with the person that you're caregiving for. There might be some that are very soothing for them, for helping with sleep, helping with calmness, or maybe getting motivated in the mornings or during the day whenever they need it. So anyway, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you again. And again, my goal is to make a video every Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing you again. Mwah. Blessings.